Hi everybody, this is Yajasi Peppy Parke. I'm in the Miklin Hotel in Ghana, West Africa. This is a cross section, the capital city of Ghana, and I have something to give one of the recipients of the birthday fundraiser that I had, and there were so many people in Washington DC who contributed to make this possible. We raised, I think, $1,526.50, and we are making a presentation tonight to a young lady who is a scholarship recipient of Sankofa International, which is led by Richard Willis, and she's here, but I don't think she quite knows that we're giving her something. So I'm not going to read this entire letter, but I will pull out a few points from the letter. It's pretty much saying, on behalf of my friends in the Washington, D.C. area, it gives me great pleasure to present you with $200 US. Wow, she's saying out loud over there, to help with your university education. And then I want her to know that even though I'm the face that she's seen, and this was my idea and my fundraiser, there are so many who donated to make this possible, not only for her, but for 3 schools that we're also going to give to. And the complete list of names is right here. So many to mention on camera, but you can go to peppypromotions.com to see that list. I'm so blessed that I was able to do so much for so many people, and I'm even more blessed to have all those people in the Washington, D.C. area who are behind me and also supporting from a distance. So without further ado, I'd like to call Mr. Richard Willis of Sankofa. No high fives. So I tell a story about Richard and myself. I met him, I think, last year after I came back from Ghana. His cousin works in my office, and she's like, oh my God, I love what you're doing. You should meet my cousin. And we met, and we've been working together on many projects, and I'm so proud of the work that he's doing. So just tell him a little bit about Sankofa. I know you started in 1993, but what's the mission of your organization?
Yeah, the mission of Sankofa is to help our brothers and sisters in Africa become self-sustained. And we define self-sustained a little differently than Webster does. What we're doing is we're taking people who are in dire need. I mean, these are people who are trying to meet their basic needs: food, clothing, shelter. And we're teaching them the importance of giving while they are in need. And when individuals begin to demonstrate that heart and the love that's required to give, even while the belly is empty, that's what we call self-sustainment. That's what we've been doing since 1993.
Beautiful. And there is a pep talk episode in season 3 when I speak to Mr. Richard Willis. So if you haven't seen it, go to youtube.com, Miss Peppy, MSPEPPY. But more importantly, Mr. Willis told me that there was someone with a need, and because I was coming here, I wanted to help. And from the monies that I collected, I have $200 US that I'd like to present to Mr. Richard Willis, because he's the one who is managing this program. See, I'm taking my hands off because I'm entrusting him with it, because he's been doing the work, and I just want to give some from what I have collected. So Miss Benedicta, can you please come and receive your thing from us right now? Okay.
I should carry you.
You wish you could do what?
Carry you.
Carry me?
Yes.
Okay, well maybe you can. But Richard, I want Richard to present this to you, okay? So let them see your beautiful face.
Okay, before I present it, I want to just say a little bit about Benedicta and our relationship, how it all began. I met Benedicta about 3 years ago. I feel as if it was God-inspired from day one. At that time, Benedicta, and I may not have all the facts straight for now, Benedicta was getting ready to start her education at Accra Polytech, and it was to get a degree in accounting. And just plain and simple, she was having financial difficulties in meeting that. She was given the very best that she could. In all honesty, she just needed a little push. And Sankofa stepped in and gave her that push. We put on a full scholarship that covered her school fees, books, learning materials, accommodations, food, pocket money, everything. And all I can say is really it was a worthwhile investment, because just a few years later, Benedicta is graduating with flying colors, and we couldn't be any more proud of her than that. At Sankofa, sometimes we have to try to draw the line, because there are many, many people who need. And maybe Benedicta's, when we get into the end of her scholarship, I had a conversation with her, and I felt like that the time was coming to an end. Not the relationship, but the financial side of it. And And Benedicta just basically said, you know, thank you and God bless you for what you have done. And I understand why you're coming to me this way.
Right.
Benedicta graduated. While she was waiting on her the government to go through its administrative process, she decided to complete her mandatory government service. And upon completion, she told me a story. And the story was that, number one, she wanted to continue with her education. She wanted to go to Kwame University to get an advanced degree in accounting. That's her major. And number two, something that really almost brought me to tears, she saved all of her government service money to help pay for that. And then a few weeks later, she kissed me with another surprise. She says, because I know that the money that she saved is not enough to cover the education side.
Right.
But she said, Richard, I want to take a portion of that money and donate it to an orphanage. I want to buy the children some clothes and things that they need. And so this is what Sankofa really calls self-sustaining. This is a young lady whose needs, she still has needs, some of them basic, and yet she was willing to set aside those needs in order to help someone else. And that's what Sankofa is all about, and that's what God is all about. So I shared that story with you and others, and it moved you to want to make a donation. So thank you so much for you and all the people in the U.S. who helped make this $200 donation possible. What I would like to say to Benedicta is, because we have been so moved by her that we know that she doesn't have enough to cover the first year. So where there's a gap, Sankofa is going to fill that gap. And then we know that for year two, the gap gets a little bigger. But Sankofa is going to fill that gap as well. And in essence, what Sankofa is going to do is we're going to take care of Benedicta for another 2 years, the same way we did with the first.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no, but you hugged Rosie when you first came over here.
No. It's amazing because you know what? This is the first time I'm meeting Benedicta, and I was really so busy. I really just trusted whatever Richard said. And I read briefly about Benedicta, but I didn't even get to the part about her giving back when she's getting from someone else. And so, like I said, I was extremely blessed. I really thought that it was just a handful of people that were going to come to my party, and a handful of friends would have given me. My goal was $1,000, and I was being a little ambitious, and I raised more. So there's monies that I have that I didn't have anyone to give it to, and because I really like her energy, I mean, I just want to take her with me to the States. I'm saying on camera that from the monies that I collected, I'm going to give another $200. So I'm going to give that to Richard, so we don't have to hear about Benedicta maybe not completing her university education, because I mean it's good when we have young people who are trying to do that. And I'm going to get teary-eyed, so please take the camera off of me and let's just hear from Benedicta, who is getting this blessing.
Frankly speaking, I don't know what to say. Just short of words, and I'll say glory be to God. And God should bless you so much. God should increase your favor and grant you all your heart desires. God should bless you, and He will surely bless you. I'm so proud of you. I just don't know what to say, but God bless you. God bless you.
I'm going to hold on to this. I will not put this in Benedicta's hands. I trust that
U.S. currency.
U.S. currency, yes, but we have a relationship. You know that when I give my word, you have my word, and so the word is your covered.
That's covered, and just because we're there, let me just try and see if I can read real quickly all these people: the Jerk Pit, Weakness for Sweetness, DJ Natty Cool, Mark Buddha Reed, Richard Willis, Melrose Parks, Captoria Kyle, my parents, Amish Angla, Julia Christie, Kwame and Coma, Leonard Jack, Lawson Sargent, Bobby Ball, Rodney Jordan, Ivel Feller. Oh my God, this list is just too long. But to all the people who are on peppypromotions.com who contributed to Ya's birthday fundraiser, I thank you from the bottom of my heart.